I thought it was a really good session actually. So and it sounds like you've made some progression from the earlier cases as well, which is great. It's great that you're taking this stuff on board. It's really hard to kind of change habits of life of a lifetime, isn't it? So all the stuff that's like kind of ingrained in the right way to do it. So it's great that you've made those steps to kind of take this stuff on board, you know, and start applying it. So for me, just I've kind of said everything really as we've gone along, just to kind of consolidate key things from today. Signposting, one of them, the importance of signposting. So letting me know where you're going. And I think being specific about what you're going to be asking me. So I'm not a great fan of saying I'm going to ask you some sensitive questions or some personal questions, because straight away I'm thinking, oh God, what's coming? What are they going to ask me? So you can say, oh, you know, given the nature of why you've come in today, I do need to ask you some questions, for example, around your sexual history or whatever it may be. But just I think you can be explicit with what you're going to go on to ask. So because on a signpost it says where we're going. So that's the whole beauty of it, letting us know where we're going. So signposting is super important, particularly like smoking and drinking. It, you know, when you're coming in about one thing, and let's say it's your eye, smoking's the last thing you're thinking about. Like, why would someone ask me about smoking? That sometimes that really feels inappropriate. If I was coming in about asthma, I'd kind of be expected to be asked about smoking. But I know it makes sense to you, and I know it's got to be covered, but make it make sense to the patient. It's got to be in context, and it's got to be signposted. So that's super important. And another big one from today is AEE is your friend. Honestly, it just interestingly, I've been teaching some med students, some not teaching them, I've been offering feedback with some year 2 med students, and I've been talking about AEE. So their teachers are probably like, what? But I've been saying, like, just, you know, acknowledge, and you know, it just is just brilliant. It's just a simple sentence, you know, I'm sorry to hear you're feeling this way. I'm so glad you've come in, and let's try and help you to like kind of resolve whatever this issue is. So AE is so important, particularly with this group, the energy aspect of it, the positive energy. So as Nigel said earlier on, well, in that last case, in the nose case, it's about finding that it needed more of a positive energy, if you know what I mean. So it got a bit combative, is that a word? But yeah, it got a bit, there was a bit of combat. You wanted to inject some positivity in it somehow, positive language. Same in the, which was the last case, the Harriet Dillon case, I think, the eye case. So we lost a little bit of energy by the end of the day. So finding that positive energy, changing the tone up a little bit. So in that last case, again, maybe softening your tone would have helped a little bit. I mean, obviously you're a confident woman, which is fantastic, and that gives us confidence in you as a doctor. But there are times where it's appropriate to alter the tone, to soften the tone accordingly. And the final thing, just keeping language, always keeping language simple and neutral. You never need to use jargon. You never do. Whoever you're talking to, like, just keep the language really simple, really neutral. No judgment, no words kind of used inappropriately. And what I mean by that is processing words that we kind of tend to use, like lovelies or good or great or whatever. You know, just be a bit wary of kind of processing words, processing habits you might have. But as I say, on the whole, like, you know, I really enjoyed today. So thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you so much. Round of applause for Louise.
Thank
Thank
you, Lou.
you. Okay, take care. Great. All right. So let's